zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on.
Now Newton on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Right there.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down, it's Lewis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a first down throw for Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Gerald McCoy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. He won't go down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. McCaffrey. And, his first carry. He loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. Look, 80. Great.
To the air again, Newton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Panthers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it up.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. It's a big run there by Henry. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will get them one closer. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. Incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Throwing on third down, Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
20. Get it.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Mariota. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Check. Watch 54.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 30. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll get this complete to Batson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Mariota. All going deep here, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now this time he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Newton now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mariota trying to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Escaping the pressure. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, They either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Flushed out right. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And some room to roam now. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ready, step, ready. Check, 20. Ready.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Tackle made by K1 Short. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Fielded at the 33. Look at this spin.
Balance.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here's Newton. The open man is Smith. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jackson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. To throw is Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he locates Walker, complete. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 58 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3 and out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing. So they better provide him some help on this one.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Here's Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Check. Block 54. Oh, you got deep?
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota out to the right to Humphries. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He gets it to Humphries. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Newton to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing here, Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 26.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Panthers, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home